What's up, you guys? BEELINEMOTO here on my 22 MT-10 SP, and today this is what we're talking about. The SP in all of its glory, why I chose this over my MT-09, what I love about this bike. Believe it or not, I've yet to find anything I don't like on this bike, so it's just going to be a lot of pros on the bike. And I mean, I'm at, let's see, 2,300 miles on it, so I've been riding the absolute hell out of it for the last month and a half, and let me tell you, this bike does not disappoint. The power on it is just unreal. Way more than you'll ever need on the street. Way more than you could ever even really use on the street. I don't know if I'd ever even be able to push the limits on this bike on track, much less on city streets like this. Just the overall look of it, I know a lot of people are not big fans of the look of this bike, which I understand. It's new, it's not the prettiest bike, but from what I've responded to every one of those videos, I sit behind that headlight, and from where I'm sitting, it looks really good. And the performance makes up for the less than ideal front end. Even at 6th gear, just rolling into it, it's got more than enough power. If you're going to be street riding this bike, which I assume a lot of you will, that's what I'm doing with my SP, is primarily commuting back and forth to work. The cruise control, phenomenal. The quick shifter on this bike is outstanding. It is an amazing quick shifter, both up and down. As long as you have the right oil in the bike. That's one thing I did notice, was this bike does not like Motul engine oil. The quick shifter gets finicky, and took it to the dealer a few times, and they ended up finding out that it was just the engine oil. So make sure that if you're not going to use the Yamaha lube, that you're using a good substitute oil for it, because the bike starts to get weird when it doesn't have oil that it likes or recognizes. But I mean, as you can see here, quick shifter is just, I love it. As you can hear, I have the Austin Racing replica exhaust on this bike. It needs a tune bad. It's running really rich, which I don't hate. I mean, it sounds really good, but it is popping a lot, and you can smell it when you get off the bike. It's like, holy crap. The seating position, the handlebars, I am 6 foot tall, and I'm able to sit here and flat foot it right now. The handlebars keep you kind of upright. Not very fun at high speeds, but I do have a new windscreen coming for it, so we'll see how that changes the high speed aspect of this bike. Oh, damn it, come on. The bike doesn't get too terribly hot sitting still. I mean, right now it's saying it's 90 degrees outside. The bike's reading 185, but it's not like I'm not cooking my thighs sitting at red lights as you would on a Street Fighter, or I know the H2 that I rode, that thing was insanely hot. It's just easy. You just roll on the throttle and the bike wants to stand up for you. It's cheating. It's cheating, honestly. If you're wanting to learn how to stunt, I think this bike would be a little too heavy to stunt on, at least for me. I know there's guys out there that they're stunting on Harley Davidsons, which good on them. That ain't me. And then I was gonna show you cruise control and I come into a red light. That quick shifter is just so smooth though. And then you see right here I've got the GoPro Max. I haven't done a lot of recording, or I've done recording with it. I don't like how it looks in editing, so I haven't used a lot of video from it. But when I am working on getting better with it, I use a plug right here, can charge it on the go, never run out of battery. And as long as you've got a good SD card in it, you don't run out of storage either. Cruise control, the single greatest thing for a motorcycle, especially if you're commuting. Just set cruise and lean your way through where you want to go. Gas mileage sucks. That's the one thing I dislike on this bike is the fuel economy. The fuel economy on this bike is absolutely awful. I'll just look when I get to it here in a second. Once I get stopped, I can throw it. The easiest way to find the fuel economy on this bike is hold that in, display mode, track mode, hold that in again. We're averaging 28.1 miles per gallon. Another really amazing thing about this bike is just how quickly it gets up to speed. As you saw right there, that wheelie control, first gear, as soon as it feels that wheel start to come up, it cuts you off and just slams the front end right back down. We got to. The seat on this bike, the stock one, is comfortable. I have the comfort seat on order with the windscreen. I want to see how much better that is. But the tank is wider, it feels like, in between my legs than my MT-09 was. But up top, it's narrower. The MT-09 tank came way out. I mean, it almost covered both of my thighs when I was sitting on the bike, with just how wide it was up on top. And the suspension, right now I'm riding in suspension mode 2, a little bit stiffer, but I was doing some aggressive riding this morning and it works perfect. And then if I wanted to change it, it's just pulling this lever right here. I can swap it back over to the comfort mode, and it completely changes the style of this bike. It's almost a little bit too squishy for me, being 215 pounds, that the bike wants to pogo itself back out of a corner. It wants to push me off the seat when I hit a corner, when I hit a bump, a little bit quicker than I should. Let's jump up on the highway and get a good rip for the outro of this video, and then we will be good. If you got any other questions, drop it down in the comments. If you like the video, be sure to like, and if you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so.